Good evening, good afternoon. On this rainy day in May. I'm Steve Johnston. I'm the president of Scholar, perpetuity apparently, but in any event, thank you all for being here. This is a great event. Welcome to a very important edition of the Scholar Awards. This is important for three reasons, especially this year. We haven't had an award ceremony for 2+ years. So it's so great to finally get to see people that we give the awards to, have them have an opportunity to introduce themselves to each other and their families, and honor those that worked so hard in their 4 years in high school and in college. It's also the 100th anniversary of Scholar, founded in 1922. One of the founding partners is the AAUW, and Kathy Hurley is the representative of the AAUW. It's here tonight for that. But most importantly, this is all about honoring the students and their families who have done so much over the last 4 years to get them to the point where they're here to be honored. And you should all of you that are here should take away from this a couple of things. Number one, you've worked very hard to get where you are. Number two, this should give you confidence as you go forward in your career, both academically and in life, that you can do it and you've done it. Your qualifications, the things that you've done are way beyond anything I ever did. And I'm glad I'm not competing. I'm way beyond that. So thank you very much for being here. I'd also like to thank Dr. Susan Smith, who's at the back, who's the Grove's principal. She is here. We also have, for the first time in a while, we have a donor and his family, Dr. Agarwal, who I'm going to introduce to you shortly. He is here with his 3 guests. And then we also have an alumni of our organization of Scholar, Sky Taylor, who is now starting a PhD program at Michigan State, and she was a Scholar awardee for 4 years, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her experiences, including, I hope, about meeting Stevie Wonder. One person that is not here, as we go through this ceremony, you're going to get to meet each of the individual trustees, who's going to hand out the certificates to all of you that are receiving awards today. But the one person who is not here is Joan Crampton, who is the superintendent's executive assistant. And it's unfortunate that she's not here. She would never say this, but she's the hardest working person in this organization. She is the one that put together all of with help of other people, but she was the moving force behind getting all of our software for the online application process going. She is the one who takes care of making sure you get the certificates, that you get the invites, that more importantly for you, that you get the checks in August. She is the person that is sort of the hub and the go-to. So she's an honorary trustee, and we really appreciate everything she does for the organization. Without her, we would be really in trouble. Before we start to hand out the certificates and talk to the people that have received the awards this year, the first person I want to bring up is our school superintendent, Dr. Rosso, who's going to talk for a few minutes.
Thank you. And I echo what you said about Joan. She's awesome. Unfortunately, she had a memorial today, and that's why she couldn't be here. I just want to say thank you to family, friends, and fellow Scholar trustees for being here today to celebrate some of Birmingham Public Schools' finest students and alumni. Today, we celebrate the perseverance and tenaciousness of these young adults who are ready to either step into their next phase of their journey or who are presently in their next phase as college students. We honor you because your stories have touched our hearts. As each of you receives a gift from our Scholar Board and uses it to reach your goals, please remember, when you can, pay it forward. We need you to continue this work, and it is your stories that give Scholar the synergy to continue. But at this time, I look forward to hearing from a young lady whose story is absolutely inspirational. I want to introduce Sky Taylor. Sky is a Groves alumna, who is a 4-year scholar recipient and recent graduate with honors from Wayne State University. Sky was also the commencement speaker for the College of Liberal Arts, sharing the podium with Dr. Wendell Anthony and Detroit's own Stevie Wonder. As a Wayne State University student, Sky was part of a cohort with the acronym of MARC, which is Maximizing Access to Research Careers, funded by the National Institutes of Health. The purpose of this organization is to increase underrepresented students in STEM fields. She is now on to bigger horizons as a PhD student at Michigan State University on a full scholarship. She is also a skilled photographer and big sister of current scholar recipient Sydney Taylor. If we can have Sky Taylor come to the podium, please.
Thank you. Thank you everybody for being here. That actually was the first part of my speech. I was going to introduce myself. I graduated from Groves in 2018. I was a part of the basketball team. I was a part of Big Brother, Big Sister, also a part of the African Americans Changing Tomorrow Club. And I was really super active in everything at Groves. I was everywhere. And I was awarded with a full ride scholarship to Wayne State in 2018. It was a blessing. Like, I really, really appreciated it. But a lot of the things that I'll tell you about a full ride is it doesn't really pay for everything. And I really do appreciate the Scholar Fund for helping me when I needed it most. Like, they don't pay for your gas, they don't pay for your food, and like there's so many other amenities that you need to take care of when you are in college that people just don't tell you. Things happen all the time. You pay your bills for school, your car breaks down. It happens, and you all are gonna be adults, and some of you already are adults, and you just have to learn to just go with it. Y'all have come so far. High school is hard, but you know, the real world is out there now. Like, you're gonna be by yourself and in the real world. You'll always have this community, and I really do stand with that. Like, Groves, I've always been able to fall back on. My best friends went to high school with me. Even some of my just close associates, I talk to a lot of people from Groves. Make sure you lean on this community. Just because you leave Groves doesn't mean like you have to forget about where you came from. There's so many memories that I have in this place. Walking in here is super nostalgic, guys. I haven't been here in years. Only for her orchestra concert. So, I really do appreciate all of the help that I've gotten. If anyone needs any help with anything, feel free to reach out to me or any other alumni that you know from Groves. Like, we're all a big community. Like I keep saying, don't forget where you came from. Like, this is home. This is where you started. And it's gonna be okay. You made it this far, you will continue to make it further. Thank you.
Over the years, scholars have benefited some very generous people who made donations to make this all possible. As I said before, this started out in 1922, and the AAUW and the Birmingham Chamber of Commerce got this organization going, and over the years we have received donations large and small, including on the small side, there's a group of women that graduated from Birmingham High School in 1958 that continue to send checks to us even to this day. We have some larger contributions. We're going to meet Dr. Sarah Rosso. Her family foundation's made some extremely generous donations to the organization. We had my predecessor as president, his secretary at the bank typed up all of his stuff for the organization, and when she passed away, she gave a very large donation to Scholar, and her name was Hilda Gertrude Trumbull, like in Michigan and Trumbull, where the old baseball Tiger Stadium used to be. Who knew? But she saw what the organization did, and she felt that she should support it. So we received a lot of donations over the years that make this possible. And we have some of the current, some of the high school reunions have given us money, the PTAs give us money. Every penny we get is greatly appreciated, because without it, we couldn't do this. I would like to bring up Mr. Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal, I have to say, he has made an extremely generous donation to Scholar this year. And it wasn't like I had to go out and find him, he found me. And he is giving a scholarship to our organization in memory of his father and his father-in-law, to promote the math and sciences. And this year's winner of that award is going to attempt to go to medical school. So it kind of fits in with all of that. But without people like Mr. Agarwal, we couldn't do this. So I want, if we could, just thank Mr. Agarwal and the other donors.
Good evening. My name is Agarwal, and I have here my wife, Kamlesh Agarwal, and from my father-in-law side, my brother-in-law, Dr. Ashok Gupta, and his wife, Sarita, Dr. Sarita Gupta. They are here for this ceremony. I came to this country about 35 years ago with a degree in engineering. My brother-in-law with a degree in medical from India. My father was a high school graduate. High school in India was the 10th grade, not like here 12th grade. And same is my father-in-law, who has a 10th grade education. I came from a large family, both sides, my wife's side and my side. But we all graduated from college. In that salary, they did, my parents and my wife's parents, lot of sacrifice, but they knew what the value of education is. Because of education, we are here. And this country is very generous. It gave us a chance to grow, work, and retire. My two boys graduated from Home High School. My brother-in-law's son, Dr. Vishal Gupta, he also graduated from Grove High School. And they are well placed in their job and with their family. And the whole idea is to give back to society a little bit and for education. It doesn't matter who the person is. Education. Education is the only way you will make a good living and will become a good profession. Thank you.
That is great, and everything that Mr. Agarwal says, I wholeheartedly agree with. This is kind of unusual. Normally we don't have college students at the ceremony, but 2 classes of high school students graduating were deprived of the opportunity to be here for an award ceremony. So we sent out an invitation, and frankly, a lot of the students could not make it because they're still in school or they're off to jobs that are nowhere near where we are geographically. But we have some here. We have at least 2, maybe 3. And I want to bring them up and introduce them to you and hand them the certificates that they never were able to receive a year or 2 ago. First one I want to bring up is Anna McLeod. Come on up. Here we go. So, before I forget, I'm going to hand this to you first. And congratulations. Anna is currently a student at Tulane University in New Orleans, one of the members of the Green Wave. As I recall, she's in the Honors College, she's on the Dean's List. She's there on a Tulane Merit Scholarship. She intends to study, you're still planning on studying psychology?
Yep, psych and public health.
Psych and public health, 2 things going together. I know that one of the things that you were going to look into was the disparity between men's and women's health, some of the demographic issues.
Yeah.
So how far along in that are you?
Well, I'm pretty early in my public health classes so far, but next semester I'm excited. I'm taking a class about maternal and child health globally. So I think that would be pretty interesting looking into disparities regarding that. So.
And then you plan on going postgraduate into psychology, either through the PhD or the medical student?
I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking maybe a PhD in like clinical psychology or also going the public health route.
I think there's somebody here in the front table that you can talk to, probably pick her brain, she'll be able to fill you in on all that. Well, hey, Anna, congratulations once again. Thank you for coming, and thank you for waiting a whole year to get you. Thank you very much. The next person I want to bring up is Storm Stevenson. He is here from Golden, Colorado. He's at the Colorado School of Mines, nicknamed Four Diggers. I understand that you are on the drum line with the band. Do you drive everybody crazy at home tapping all the time?
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes. We'll give you that first.
Thank you.
I understand that you were studying chemical engineering, focusing eventually on clean energy and helping the environment and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
To see how that goes.
Yeah.
How many chemistry courses have you had to take so far?
4.
What is the hardest chemistry class you've had to take so far?
All of them. Chemistry labs are not usually super easy labs.
The one that got me was thermodynamics. I was not a big fan of thermodynamics. That's why I'm not here today. In any event, you were Eagle Scout when you were here at school, correct? Great girls graduate.
Yep.
And what are you planning on doing once you finish your education in Colorado School of Mines?
I don't know. We'll see kind of where the job market takes me. We're going to kind of go overseas maybe a little to see just the world outside of America.
Well, super. Well, hey, thank you for being here. Congratulations. The other college student that was able to make it, I think, is Brian Tran here. Brian could not make it. Okay, well, we will, just to tell you a little bit about Brian. Brian is studying computer engineering up at Michigan State University, doing things that I was never able to do in computer engineering, developing software, working on some sort of model of an exoskeleton. I'm thinking like Tony Stark and Iron Man, something like that. He's not here, no. But he also was going to be here. I don't know what happened to him, but in any event, he was the last college student we were going to have here today. We are now going to start. Oh, by the way, before we start with the high school students, just to remind the high school students, don't forget next winter apply for another scholarship. Parents, family members, remember this. It's so easy to do online, and don't forget. I mean, you've made it through 1 year. There's every reason to believe that you do well in school, you'll be eligible for years 2, 3, and 4. So please do that. I would now like to start with the high school students. First, this is not the first time this has happened to me. One time when I was arguing in the Michigan Court of Appeals in Madison, Michigan, during my oral argument, a marching band walked by as I'm speaking. So I had to stop. And then, moments later, the tornado warning went on. And we had to vacate the building and go down into the basement where I finished my oral argument in front of the Court of Appeals, sitting in folding chairs in the basement. And I'm using as a podium a filing cabinet. Needless to say, a couple weeks later, when the opinion came out from the Michigan Court of Appeals, I lost. But we're doing better here because we had somebody to take care of the jackhammer. The first person I'm going to bring up is Amy Hockhammer, who's a member of our school board, and she's going to give out the first award to the high school students. I turned it off.
Oh, you did?
I accidentally.
Hello?
Yes.
It's working now? Okay. Thank you, Steve. So my name is Amy Hoeger. I have had the privilege of serving on Scholar a couple different times, most recently as the school board trustee representative. And today I have the honor of presenting the Village Women's Club of Beverly Hills Scholarship Award. And I'm going to be presenting that to Ainsley Nelson. while I say nice things about her. So, Ainsley is your typical high-achieving high school student. She is diligent. She is a member of the National Honor Society. She was a National Merit semi-finalist, correct?
Finalist.
Oh, and, wow. Okay, a National Merit finalist. Yeah. In addition, she is a dancer and a singer. She is award-winning forensic, member of the forensics team here at Groves. And she is also a 3-time winner of this highest award at the Michigan Thespian Festival. So one of the reasons why I personally wanted to give Ainsley her award is because she is above all a performer. And one of the things I loved the most about her write-up is that she said, I am above all else a storyteller. And I think in today's world, we need people who tell stories. We need to forget about our everyday life every now and then and engage in theater, music, and storytelling. So she is the future of all of our fantasy time. And I am also, coincidentally, I didn't know this until I got here today, but my daughter this past weekend graduated from the University of Miami in Florida with a BFA in musical theater. And Ainsley is going to be getting a BFA in musical theater at the University of Miami. That Birmingham Public Schools is paying it forward. We had 4 years for my daughter, and Ainsley is going to take over, and I know she is going to be an amazing performer, and I can't wait to see some of it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know who's next.
The next trustee to come up is Kathy Hurley, a former principal here at Groves. She knows the place pretty well.
Thank you. Rachel Acaba, come on up. That's it. I want to see a nice smile. That's it. It's not too scary up here. Rachel is the 2022 recipient of the Birmingham AAUW Scholarship. As Steve said, the AAUW, American Association of University Women, was one of the co-founders of SCHOLAR. So this is a long time award that you're getting. Rachel is a senior here at Groves High School. She has excelled academically, completing 9 honors classes, 8 AP classes, including a 5 on her U.S. government test, which is the highest that you can get. She has been recognized by the College Board as a National African American Scholar. During the summer of 2021, Rachel was accepted into and attended the University of Michigan Science Pre-Exposure Academy. That had to be a great experience. Did you live on campus?
No, it was virtual.
Oh, it was virtual. And COVID just got in the way of all the fun, didn't it? Here she explored her interest in medicine, kinesiology, public health, and biochemistry. She is interested in pursuing a medical career. Rachel stated in her applications, "My experiences in volunteering in the community and in hospitals have stimulated my passion for both science and medicine." She's been accepted at U of M, MSU, Howard University, and Spelman. But I didn't know at the time where you're going.
University of Michigan.
I do want, because Rachel's story was very interesting, so I'm going to talk a little bit about her mother also. Rachel's parents immigrated from Nigeria and settled here in the area. Rachel's mother has always stressed the importance of education. When she came to the U.S., she had to restart her studies, But when she's been here, she's earned 2 bachelor degrees and a master's degree, and is now working on her license as a nurse practitioner. Rachel obviously has had a wonderful role model. Congratulations to you also. Rachel is more than a superior student. At Groves, she's co-president of the National Honor Society. She's a captain for Big Brother, Big Sister, a mentoring group for incoming freshmen. She's a member of African Americans Changing Tomorrow, and has found time to play both basketball and volleyball. I don't know how she does it all. She is very involved as a youth leader at her church, and her leader talked about how important she's been in an organization called Grand 7 Detroit, where she's renovated homes and most recently worked on building a playground and a park. You're very well-rounded. Her English teacher stated in her application, Rachel understands at a young age the need for empathy and process, and has a sense of humor to take each situation in a mature manner. She's a leader among her peers, highly respected by them, and is adored by the faculty. What a wonderful compliment. We look forward to what the future will bring for this young woman.
Dr. Robertson?
Thank you. I have the pleasure of introducing Zakaya Hicks. Zakaya, come on, please. So I first met Zakaya as a student at Harlan Elementary, where I was the principal. Zakaya. I first met Zakaya as a student at Harlan Elementary, where I was the principal. Zakaya was inquisitive and talkative, or shall I say social. She always had a smile on her face, and I was pleasantly surprised to see her smile on her face years later as a Grove student when I was a Grove principal. If I had one word to describe Zakaya, it would be determined. When she sets her mind to something, there is nothing that she cannot accomplish. Her determination is evident in all aspects of her life. One way that this is surfaced is her yearly participation in a wilderness trip. And as a part of a youth group, she goes canoeing and hiking for a week, testing her resilience and determination and building lifelong skills. Zakaya is also very active at school, serving on the Grove Student Congress and in the Women's Empowerment Club, studying hard for school while working at Famous Footwear and now at Starbucks as a barista. So Zakaya is very busy. Her dream is to be a psychologist, there's a theme going on right now, and to help others in their quest for positive mental health. In her application, she said, as I get older, I become more interested in seeing myself opening my own therapy office. I want to help clients with the problems that they may be facing. With her determination, drive, and beautiful smile, I am sure she will be a welcoming, successful therapist. I'm pleased, oh, I left her certificate at the table, sorry. I'm pleased to present Zakaya with the Maple 8 and the Rosso Family Foundation Scholarship.
Our next presenter is Dr. Sarah Rosso. I mentioned her earlier, her family foundation has supported our organization for years. And Dr. Rosso and I came on the board together a long time ago. So we've been partners in crime for a long time, working with this great organization. So I'd like to have her come up and present the next award.
Gavin? It's a pleasure to be able to present Gavin with the Rosso Family Foundation Scholarship for his accomplishments in and out of the classroom. Gavin has excelled while at Groves and has pursued a rigorous college prep program. Outside the classroom, he's been active volunteering through the Interact Club at St. David's Episcopal Church, at local events in Beverly Hills, mentoring through Little League, and has helped with maintenance at a preschool. Baseball has been one of your passions, it sounds like. And you played for Groves, you played on a travel baseball team, you've been active working with youth in Little League. You've participated in many groups while at Groves, Honor Society, Chess Club, amongst many others. And it sounds like you're a golfer and a skier.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd love to do both. All right, for all your commitment and hard work in the community, Gavin was awarded the Birmingham Youth Service Appreciation Award by the Birmingham Youth Assistance Group and by the Birmingham Optimists. And I understand you also won a design contest here for...
Yeah, for the gross weight posters.
Yeah, they redesigned them and you were the winner.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
It's through his work though with summer kids camp at Lincoln Hills Golf Course and working at the Robot Garage. I understand that you've learned how much you enjoy and how fulfilling you find working with young people. And this has led to your desire to continue to mentor children moving forward and somehow incorporate that into your future. But you really are pursuing a career in environmental science. And you plan to merge your passion for teaching and mentoring with environmental science, which clearly in this world we definitely need. Your schedule though, outside of science and your college prep has included numerous art and digital design classes, hence the Groves Way poster. And your art teacher had glowing comments about you. I guess I understand he's known you since you were in grade school.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when it came
It was nice, yeah, to see a familiar face. He noted that you are a fantastic, empathetic gentleman, balanced with confident assuredness that comes with hard work and being very self-aware. He commented on how you work diligently, you persevere, you push yourself, but at the same time, you go out of your way to coach and support those other students around you. I understand you're going to be attending Central Michigan, and you're going to be studying environmental studies and with a minor in history.
Yes, that's what I find right
Okay. For all your hard work, both inside and outside the classroom, in addition to your strong character, it's an honor to present you with the Rosso Family Foundation Scholarship, and we wish you the best of luck while at Central.
This is Kathy Heller, who I've known for a long time. Our kids went through the school system together. She's been a long-time supporter of our organization as a member of the board.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure to speak about Nyla Willis. Nyla, will you come up here, please? Nyla, who attends Groves, is an excellent student who has challenged herself academically. She's been accepted to several colleges and will attend Michigan State University in the fall. Nyla has been named by the College Board National American Recognition Program for outstanding academic achievement.
Here they come again.
Not only is she a member of Student Council, National Honor Society, and her youth choir at church, but Nyla is also a Girl Scout, where she mentors younger girls. In addition to being involved in her school and community, Nyla has found time to work during the past school years at Bed Bath & Beyond and Cookie Crumble, which is no small feat considering COVID and her course academic load. Nyla is interested in becoming a public relations specialist. This is a field that she researched herself, determining that this kind of expertise is what she needed to help her community grow. Nyla wants to focus on helping Black and people of color owned businesses. In her essay, Nyla stated, "I envision myself creating and mending images for businesses and making these images powerful and beautiful in hopes of helping people gain the prosperity, recognition, and attention that they deserve." While she is working on this goal, Nyla also hopes to mentor other young women. Teachers and counselors noted Nyla's good character traits. Nyla's French teacher wrote that Nyla sees the good in everyone. She's talented, hardworking, and finds joy in helping others. Her counselor said that she's compassionate and hardworking. Yet another recommendation indicated that Nyla is an enthusiastic servant leader who is involved in helping others through her church. After reading about Nyla, it's no surprise to me that she has had such a successful high school experience. She credits two very strong women as her most important role models, her grandmother and her mother, who is here with her today. Nyla's grandmother earned a nursing degree while raising a young family. Nyla's mother worked long hours, raised a beautiful daughter, and earned her doctorate. Both of these women gave Nyla the gift of a desire to expand her knowledge and help others. Nyla, it's my pleasure to present you with the Betty Horton Ford Award. Your grandmother would be very proud of you.
Rob Lawrence, our treasurer for Scholar, is our next presenter. So could I have Michaela Doty, please? So I have a tendency to be a little extemporaneous on these presentations, which always leads to disaster, so I'm going to read a little bit. But first I'm going to ask, Michaela, you applied to a lot of colleges. Have you made a choice?
Kendall College of Art and Design.
That is awesome. Fantastic. So, Kendall is the recipient of the Groves PTA Award. And at the heart of all PTAs is the mission to make every child's potential a reality. In Michaela's own words, she has always had some game plan about what college, major, and job she wants to pursue. This award will help Michaela realize her potential as an already decorated artist and creator. According to her art teacher, Michaela has earned more awards than anyone in Groves history. That's a major accomplishment. One of her recent works was recognized with a Silver Medal Award in the National Scholastic Art Competition for photographic work titled Family Triptychs. While achieving academic success, Michaela has woven a quilt of artistic diversity in support of the Groves Performing Arts Company as part of the critical technical and stage hand crew. Nothing goes on without those people in the background. She also finds time to tutor, babysit, work with the Mural Club, and volunteer at her church. The work ethic referenced by her teachers and her own admitted passion for art shows in nearly everything she does. To quote Veronica Belf, her art teacher, trying different approaches, Michaela is okay if she fails or takes on something a bit too challenging. She relishes in the fact that there is more than one way to solve a problem. We are proud to present this award to Michaela, and we're sure it's a great start to what I'm convinced will be a successful and artistic journey for Michaela. Congratulations. So the next award winner is Adam Fisher. So as Adam marches up here, I get to say that I have presented Scholar Awards to his brothers, and it's the one tie that has always bound our families together is that from his oldest brother on was swimming. My son swam with his brothers, and there is something about the Fisher family that these kids must grow up competing against one another. I'm not quite sure what it was in the household. I think each one was trying to outdo one of the others. So Adam is the recipient of the Gene Hers Award, and that is presented to a student in recognition of his or her capabilities in exhibiting high math abilities. Adam has demonstrated those abilities across a wide range of class offerings. He's earned the title of a National Merit Finalist and serves as the Vice President of the National Honor Society and participates in both the National Science Honor Society and the English Honor Society. But I don't think that boxes Adam in. He's active in chess, band, and in his spare time has earned an Eagle Scout status in 2019 while building a split rail fence for the winter home in Pontiac. Like, how long did that take you?
It was over the course of 3 days. The project in total took like 2 months.
Yeah, okay, well, that's the Eagle Scout for you, close to American Star. He has also assisted in Hope Against Human Trafficking and Forgotten Harvest and traveled out of state on a mission trip for his church. In Adam's off-class hours, I don't know how you have off-class hours, but it includes lacrosse, soccer, marching and concert bands, and jazz band. I guess that happens when you play piano, violin, mellophone, and French horn. What is mellophone?
That's just a marching French horn.
Okay, right. I was actually afraid that at some point that Grove's percussion section would start up while I was speaking, so I should dodge that. So one of the interesting things about Adam is during his unscheduled time, and so this is after off-class hours, during his unscheduled time, he co-founded an at-home car washing business that's known as Whippin' Washers. So hopefully that sticks around for a while, because I could use the word. Adam plans to earn a bachelor's in business administration with an advanced degree after I'm not quite sure what I wrote down here. Anyway, there is definitely an equation that business is calling for him, and I'm sure you'll find success given the drive you've exhibited so far. We're pleased to present this award to Adam Fisher. One of the organizations that has supported Scholar over the years has been the PTA, and Mandy Moore is our board representative of that organization.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to present Evelyn Wilson with her award, but I don't believe she can make it tonight. You're not out here, are you? Evelyn Wilson? No, she's not here tonight. But I'd like to say a little something about her because she is so accomplished. Evelyn Wilson is an impressive human in every way. As someone said, her drive, exemplary study habits, and interaction with her classmates clearly distinguish Evelyn from her peers. She's a senior at Seaholm High School. She's held the highest of GPAs in all her years in school, excelling in all of her AP classes, while also being very involved in many extracurricular activities. She's the president of Schools Offer Support Community Service Club, president of National Honor Society, leading monthly meetings with over 130 members. She's president of the French Club. She is on the executive board for Student Congress. She is a member of the National Science Honor Society and National English Honor Society, and she's the class of 2022 Field Day co-chair. While at Seaholm, she has received many awards: the Math Department Undergraduate Award, a State of Merit Award for the PTA Reflections in Literature, a District Award of Achievement for PTA Reflections in Photography and Visual Arts, the Mitch Fisher Scholarship Award, Science Department Undergraduate Award, Seaholm Math Student of the Month, and the GEM Girls Excel in Mathematics Award in 2019. She has also had exceptional work experience as a counselor at Black River Farm and Ranch, where she mentored young girls. She is also a mathematics tutor. Evelyn is also very versed when it comes to her community service. She's the founder of Equine Wishes, a nonprofit focused on making horse therapy programs available to individuals with developmental and physical disabilities at Banbury Cross Equestrian Center. This organization has provided over 24 equestrian classes as no-cost opportunities for families who were unable to access horse therapy experiences as a result of COVID-19. Evelyn learned about studies of culture and concepts of linguistic delays and cognitive challenges with children on the autism spectrum. At Banbury, she learned about the children's difficulties communicating with language firsthand. She's been a part of the Summer Linguistics Institute for Youth Scholars at Ohio State University, a research assistant in anthropological research with Dr. Stacy Camp at Michigan State University, a student member of the American Anthropological Association, and a student member of the Linguistic Society of America. And she's also the founder of the VAEA blog, A View into How Animals Affect Anthropology. She is going to be entering college in the fall, and we know she will succeed. On behalf of the Simone PTA, it's a pleasure to award her with this scholarship. Congratulations to Evelyn Wilson.
Kathy Barnes, an employee of the Birmingham Public School System, has been a trustee for many, many years and is a fellow Spartan, so I'm happy to have her come up here and make the next presentation.
Go green.
Go white.
All right, I have the honor, this is a special one. Karen, come on up.
Hi.
Hi. What's bonded our family, I've known Karen for a long time because what's bonded our family is swimming, just like Rob and the Fishers. Club swimming, you spend a lot of time together. She swam with my daughter here at Groves as well. So I've seen her grow as the person that she is today, both out of the pool, in the pool, to being the beautiful young lady that she is today, both inside and out. In the words that describe that, as I was reading through her paperwork and all the comments about her, were the things that popped out were she's intelligent, compassionate, empathetic, kind, thoughtful, determined, motivated, and hardworking. I can add a few more to those as well. She not only sets the bar high for herself in the pool, but in the classroom as well, and excels in both. At Groves, she successfully completed many honors and AP classes, which made her an active member of the National Honor Society and part of the Saturday School tutoring program. She was also active, like some of you, in the Big Brother, Big Sister freshman mentoring program, Charity Week, which is a phenomenal thing here, Spirit Week, and MLK Day of Service. Another program that is near and dear to Karen's heart is Links. For those of you who don't know what Links is, it's a program at Groves where students act as peer advocates and mentors to students with special needs, so they feel included and they have a great high school experience. As I said earlier, her family is bonded through swimming. Karen is an elite swimmer. She was recruited by University of Buffalo, where she will be attending in the fall. And so two other words that I would pick to describe Karen are also focused and goal-oriented. You have to be when you're a swimmer, and to be that successful in the classroom. Karen looked at the record board when she was a freshman, and she said, I'm going to be on that record board. Well, by the time I graduate, well, she accomplished that last year because she holds the 500 free record. The 500 free record was held for 8 years prior to someone else breaking it for a hot minute, my daughter. And Karen broke that record. We knew she would, we just didn't know it was going to be that quick. Anyway, she is also, I'm going to read all the swim accomplishments for her. I can't believe I'm not even using my glasses. 2021 Scholastic All-Team America Junior National Qualifier with club swimming. She received the Parent Award on the swim team this year. All-Conference Scholar Athlete 4 years here, from 2018 to now. She was named the swim team MVP her sophomore through senior year. She was a team captain, one of the team captains this year. 7-time All-State Honors, again for 4 years, and 2-time championship runner-up. And while not swimming at Buffalo, what she'll do in her spare time is focus on the neuroscience program. I mean, it's not a fluff. That is not a fluff major. Karen stated in her essay that she wants to learn how the brain works, how trauma affects its function, and how people can recover from brain injuries. She will be taking courses through the College of Arts and Sciences and the Jacobs School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences. Karen, your future is very bright, and I have no doubt there are more great things to come your way, both inside the pool and out. You know we'll be following you on Meet Mobile. So, and I know your parents are very, very proud of you. I'm sure this is going to end up on Facebook, right? Anyway, congratulations. You are receiving the Rosso Family Foundation Award.
Our next presenter is Jennifer Condick. Jennifer works so hard behind the scenes. She, as all the Groves family knows her very well. She's done a lot to keep this organization moving forward, behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, but working tirelessly and helping Joan on many occasions. Close proximity, Joan knows she can always call on Jennifer to help out. So she's going to be our next presenter, and thank you for all your hard work.
I have the unique privilege of being in the College and Career Center here at Groves, and so one of the things that maybe you don't know is when the Scholar Board sits down and tries to figure out who's going to talk about which kid, I want to talk about every Groves kid that's here tonight because I have a relationship with almost all of them and know them. They've been in my office, so it was really, it's always a tough thing to want to talk about everybody, but I'm really privileged to talk tonight first about Sydney Taylor. Who I adore. So, and it's funny because Sydney is always just right on top of everything. And Sydney was one of the first kids this fall that came to me to talk about college applications and getting it together and signed up to come to so many things and always ask good questions. And one thing about the class of 2022 is that they didn't have that traditional 2 years of seeing their elders go through the college application process, go through the college visit process, go to college fairs. And so a lot of them don't necessarily even know what questions they needed to ask this fall. Well, Sydney did her homework and knew what to ask. So kids would look to her to figure out what to ask because Sydney knew those questions. So I was always really impressed with what she would ask the reps because she knew her game. So Sydney's counselor said about her, Sydney is a remarkable young lady. Sydney lost her father recently, but maintains a desire to make him proud. She has learned to approach her peers and adults with compassion and respect as a result. Sydney challenged herself with rigorous course load, maintained great grades. One of her recommenders stated, Sydney does love to write, and anything else that puts her creative mind to work. That sounds about right. Sydney cares for others. She goes beyond even her own family, delivering care packages to the homeless in the wintertime. And she said this had a big impact on her because she witnessed firsthand those in need who appreciated the small gestures of others coming into their community. So Sydney's going to have to leave pretty soon because she came to me, she said, Mrs. Condick, when's this going to be over because I have an orchestra rehearsal and my call is 6:15. Will I be done by then? Because, Mr. Schauber, we have to be on time. So Mr. Schauber said about her, Sydney is a hard-working cellist and has a passion for music. She is always prepared and gives 100% at every rehearsal and leads by example. She has been very dedicated to her school activities. I will say, again, personally, she has been a delight to work with as a college advisor, and she will be attending Oakland University this fall. And I am pleased to give her the Fred Porton American History Scholarship Award from the Birmingham Scholar Board. Gabriel. So before I was in the College and Career Center, I was in community education and onboarded new students to our school community. So I've known Gabriel since his first day at Groves when he came to us as a transfer student, and it's been a real pleasure to get to know you. So Gabriel came to us after living in China and Brazil. Yeah, but he flourished here at Groves. This person right here came to life. He has made so many tremendous inroads academically and socially since he enrolled here. Gabriel is fluent in Mandarin Chinese after having lived in China for 2.5 years, and Gabriel has made himself available to others to help with mastery of this challenging language and practices independently because he's exhausted all of the Chinese offered in Birmingham schools. So this year, Gabriel discovered the joy of culinary arts and has been enrolled part-time at our tech campus, OSTC. And additionally, when in spring time, Gabriel was on the varsity swim team and the girls' marching band. So Gabriel has always had a deep desire to help others and let us know his educational goal is to be a school psychologist. Gabriel's guys. And once a Falcon, always a Falcon. Lucky for Gabriel, he'll be attending Bowling Green State University, home of the Falcons, in fall 2022. And we wish you all the best. And the Birmingham Scholar is giving you the Quinn, that's a mouthful, Memorial Award. And we wish you all the best, and you better stay in touch.
Before I forget, and I know that we have a stage call in a minute, so we're going to try to make this, do it right, but we have a photographer here, and if we can, I'd like to get a photograph of all of the award recipients that are still here. So if you can stick around for just a minute, we'll get a quick photograph. Yes, thank you. Savannah Weinrich is not here tonight. She could not be here because of a prior scheduling conflict, but she is this year's winner of the Agarwal Gupta Math and Science Award. And let me just tell you a little bit about her career at 4 years at Seahome, where she really excelled academically, athletically, and in her community. She was a captain of both the field hockey and the softball teams. She was a leader of the Claim Your Campus organization. She was in the Student Congress. She was a National Honor Society member, Student Voice Advisory Board member, and she was also very heavily involved in musical theater, holding many lead and other parts in the course of her 4 years at Seahome. Her teachers and counselors note that Savannah demonstrated integrity, character, and passion and commitment to her various volunteer organizations. Savannah was a member of a number of different organizations throughout her career, and apparently worked very, very hard in those organizations. She also received a Distinguished Service Award from, and my Spanish is horrible, from the La Sociedad Honoraria Hispanica, which you can tell that my Spanish is not nearly what her level is. She excelled in her many AP and honors courses. She also received an award as a math student. In addition to her math and science courses, she has taken numerous courses in psychology, which apparently is leading to where she is also wants to go. She is hoping to attend medical school after she graduates from college. Savannah sent us an email, again, indicating she could not be here, but she asked us to tell you that, she said, "I am so honored to receive this award. I will be using it to pursue a career in the medical field. I hope to help those who struggle with mental health growth and persevere through their trials." We are pleased to present Savannah with the initial Agarwal Gupta Math and Science Award. She could not be here. I warned her she was going to be last because I get to present this award. This is the Scholar Trustee Award. If I could have Elizabeth Wygand come up here. When I saw her resume, I thought this person has done more diverse things in her 4 years in high school than I could ever believe. I mean, she's a true polymath. It's just amazing. One of the areas in which she excels is in the area of music. She is a cellist. She plays the electric cello. She has also composed a duet for piano and cello called Determination, for which she won an award, the Reflections Award. And you're also an accomplished painter. You like to paint oil or watercolor or oil? Holy cow. A member of the National Honor Society, a member of the National Honor Society, the Teen Advisory Board, the president of the Interact Club. Her community service includes Club SOS, the Birmingham Youth Assistance Organization, the Green Club, the Friends of the River Rouge, her church group, the robotics club, and many, many, many others. I mean, the list of things that she's done is truly incredible. One of the things that she's also been involved in politics. She has sat on the Birmingham Historic District and Design Review Board. What was that like?
It was very interesting.
Did you see anything that was contentious while you were sitting on the board?
No, I got to learn about all of the projects that are happening, like in downtown Birmingham, like with the building that used to have Panera Bread.
Yes.
Like what it's gonna look like in the future and how they went through the process of like determining what would be in accordance with the ordinances.
So you got them to take down that ugly marble and go back to the regular brick?
Yes, it was a long debate.
Well, you guys made the right decision. Thank you. Do you know what's going in there?
No, I don't, but they kept saying that it was gonna be something great and that we should be excited.
Okay. Well, anyway, we know at least you got the building to look good. You also started the investment club in Seaholm, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
So politics, music, painting, and then also investments. And Bitcoin? No?
Not yet.
Not yet? So that kind of leads to, she also has taken courses in science at Lawrence Tech, correct? And again, multifaceted, talented person. You're going to be attending the University of Michigan?
Yes, the Ross School of Business.
Good for you. I know a number of people have gone through that program. It's been excellent. So we'll be starting the Ross School of Business this fall. I understand that you want to, in addition to working on business, you want to continue to be involved in community affairs and community activities, supporting the activities.
I really love working with the community.
Well, you've got a great future ahead of you, and we are thrilled to give you the last award of the evening, the Scholar Trustee Award. Congratulations to you. So apply, again, remember parents, apply next fall or next winter. Thank you so much for being here. This is the conclusion of our little ceremony. I really appreciate all of you that went out of your way to be here tonight, the parents, the family members, the donors, the trustees, all the people that made this thing work. Thank you so much, our cameraman who came here and is working behind the scenes, and of course the construction crew down the hall. So, thank you all for being here. We have a few more refreshments left. As I said, I would like to, if we could, get you and the other recipients to take a quick photograph to put up for this year's graduating class and the college students. The college students, don't leave. Jump in with the band, okay? Thank you so much.